All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Very quickly, Joe Biden making new executive orders. Now, this is not coming from directly from Joe Biden. This is coming from the CCP. This man could barely read what's on the screen. So he's a puppet. We get that. Joe Biden is a puppet. We understand that. We know that all of the presidents of America have been puppets to someone. But we can tell that Joe Biden is a puppet to the CCP. The CCP plan is to eliminate the Western world so they can take over the entire world. And Joe Biden is saying now that executive orders requiring vaccination for all federal employees. So if you work in a federal employee in a federal job, you now have to take this poison, right? And so, including contractors. So imagine if I was still a government contractor, I would have to take the poison shot, just to keep my job, right? And so, see, God knew this would. See, God knows everything, so God knew this was coming. This is why He took me out of that He let me leave, and be able to, do my stuff online because He knew what was coming, man. And so, um, this is what's coming, folks, and this is why the people are going to be in the streets of America very soon. Okay, when we talk about the climax of the war and the reset, they're stepping it up. The enemy, which is the globalist cabal, are stepping it up. They are desperate. Their system is crumbling, and as their system crumbles, the more fear they have to do to society, right? But it's not just the globalist cabal, it's also the CCP that have turned their backs on the globalists. Now, Joe Biden is still a CCP puppet, but the other globalists realize that the CCP have turned their backs on the globalists. There'll be nowhere to hide when the globalists go down. They can't run to China anymore because the CCP has told them you're not welcome here, right? And matter of fact, the CCP is telling them that we're going to reject all of your plans. And so what happened in China last week? They are rejecting sissy boys and LGBT stuff in China, right? They're removing all of that and they're saying we're not going to follow the Illuminati globalist cabal's sissy plans, right? And we're going to see more and more of that come out because the CCP have turned their backs on the globalists, folks, and you're seeing it with your own eyes. The problem with Joe Biden is that he's still a CCP puppet. And so the globalists are in a big they're in a big confusion right now because the world leader is a CCP puppet, but yet they're being attacked by the CCP. And not only are they being attacked by the CCP, the globalists are also being attacked by humanity. And human beings are waking up and saying, we're not going to play this game anymore with you. And so we're going to the streets. And we're seeing it in Australia and all over the world. The world is rising against this type of totalitarian governments and mandates, to take this type of poison, right? So what we're going to see, folks, is that we're going to see the people in America in the streets in a few weeks because now all federal employees have to take the vax. Contractors have to take it now. If you work for USPS, you don't have to take it because you're under a strong union. But he did recommend that you do take it. Still, okay. And now they're going into businesses, right? So now private businesses and all types of businesses with 100 employees or more are going to be forced to have to take the shot as well if they want to continue running their businesses. So now here we go, because what they have to do now is they have to up the fear. They must up the fear because this is a war on the reset. Okay, so we have to just stay in there. We just have to stay in there, folks. And when the enemy ups the fear, you must hang on. You just have to hang on. It's just like battling a disease or a virus. When you're praying against that thing and you're fasting against it, it's going to get worse before it gets better. And matter of fact, it usually gets really bad and then it goes away instantly. And that's what you're going to see here, folks. You're going to see them up this fear and up it even more to the highest degree. And some people are going to cave in and take the shot. And then boom, it's going to go away. Just like that's going to go away. And that's what always happens. So just hang in there. Okay, if you're being affected, you can fight it. Okay, you can put in for religious circumstances. You can wait it out till their mandate kicks in, and then you can document and then file for wrongful termination, forceful environment, or unwrongful environment, or unsafe environment. Because remember, the FDA did not approve these vaccines. The FDA approved a different vaccine that's used overseas. Okay, so the vaccines that they're doing right now are used for emergency mandate. They're the only they only have the emergency mandate. They're not approved by the FDA. Okay, the only one that's approved by the FDA is that one that they did a couple weeks ago, but that one is mostly used overseas. You can't even find it in America. So they're trying to force you into a vaccine that is not approved by the FDA, because they only approve one vaccine, and that vaccine is used overseas. So you know what I mean. So this is what's going on. This is the war you're in, and a lot of you guys work, and a lot of you guys work federal jobs, and now you're gonna have to make a decision here. And you knew this was coming though, because we are in a war and a reset, and we have to get to the climax. And I told you guys that the climax is coming in a few weeks. You must prepare, and so here they go. They're throwing the first punches. Now your turn to make the decision. But hang in there, keep fighting it. You don't have to take it until to the very end, and then you can just quit, and then maybe you might have to sue or whatever you got to do, or just prepare yourself, and maybe you ask God for mercy, and go to and let Him be able to find you something else quickly. You know, this is what we're in though. There's going to be a lot of casualties, folks. This is what we're in. This is why we've been praying for protection. We've been praying against, a lot of stuff. But man, this is going to hit everybody's front door. And the enemy wants everyone extinct. Right? The enemy is coming for us because they're losing power. Their financial system is cracking, is crashing, and the CCP has turned their backs on the globalists. So they are angry, and they are coming after humanity, and humanity must rise. We must rise, because if we don't rise, we're going to be extinct. They're going to extinct us. We must rise in this time, and we must push back, because if everyone takes the shot, then how many people are going to be left? How many of us are going to survive? Especially in the winter when vitamin D is really low. How many of us are going to survive this? So so we have to fight back. Humanity has to fight back, and humanity will fight back, and we will be in the streets, and it's going to be complete chaos. And this is what has to happen though, in the war to reset. This is a information war, and they're using their fake, false information, right, to attack the healthy people. Remember, because the sick will attack the healthy. We made a video on that. That video got banned off of YouTube because YouTube was like, you can't do stuff like that. But I wasn't saying no lies, was I? The sick is attacking the healthy, and we're seeing it full force. Now, other than that, we have the stock market absolutely in the red right now in the futures markets. Dow almost down almost 300 points here, 260. Okay, that's where it closed at. It closed down 151, but it was down. I clicked on the futures. It was down. And the reason why for that is because the Fed's Kaplan's Rosengren says that he's going to sell all the stocks amid ethics concerns. Whoa. Okay, so the Fed's Kaplan says that they're going to sell all stocks amid ethics concerns, just out of the blue. They're about to just Sell all the stocks into the markets. That's going to cause a lot of red. Okay, so we need to be concerned about that as well. Why do they pick September? Why do they pick right now? I don't know. Okay, but it's interesting because if you're on Patreon, you know that we were coming into a week where a decision must be made up and down, and it looks like they're going to choose down. If this is correct information, then they're going to choose down, and we could see a bloodbath here in the markets if they're going to choose the downward. Look at that, 259 down in after hours here. S&P not down that much though, 21, but 66 for the Nasdaq. Not even down, not down too much here, but we'll see how this plays out going forward. But the main topic is that the CCP and has this man under control. This man's reading a script, and the CCP's only mission is to wipe out the Western world, and this man knows it, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care, because he's been offered a safe haven in China. Well, at least that's what he thinks, but that's not going to happen. But anyways, peace out. God bless. We knew this was coming. That's why I say prepare, prepare, prepare. We've been talking about it, prepare, and now it's here, and it's going to it's going to get even worse, right? They're going to go to their final step on this very soon, and within the next weeks or by October, they will introduce their final steps. And when they introduce that final steps, that will be it. That will be it. It will be time for the climax. Okay, so this is a step that is powerful here. That's going to put a lot of fear into people, but their final step is going to be for everyone, and people are going to say, "I've had enough." So you know what I mean. So this could get people in the streets, or they'll have to do one more step in October, because October is the month of darkness, and so and November and December are a nightmare. But then January is victory. January is victory. January is victory. So think about it. If you realize that, then you know who wins. January is victory. So hang in there, and prepare. Get yourself in order, and then hang in there. Do not take that poison. Peace out. God bless. Eyes open. Bye.